Hey everyone, welcome back to Paul's Model Works, and as I'm sure you can tell, this is going to be my entry video for Fast Jimmy 71's C.G.G. Classic Car Model Car Contest, and I finally figured out what I'm going to be building for the contest and everything. Still have some plans to work out on it, but I've got the kit figured out and everything. So I wanted to show you Jimmy real quick and the other judges. I believe it's RIP Gabby 08, Ralph 0061, and Big Stand of Moo. So I'm real excited to show you guys what I'm going to be building and everything, and let's go ahead and show you guys. I have chose to do the 79 Camaro Z28, and I haven't seen really a lot of people do this kit, so it's going to be a new one for me. I've been kind of eyeing the kit a few times when I was at the store, and I never bought it, and then when this contest came up I remembered it, and so I figured it would be the one that I would do. So I know it's kind of on the tail end of the 70s, you know, being a 79 and all, but it's still going to qualify. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I probably will not be doing, it comes in as a 3-in-1 kit, so it's got the stock version, the street version, and then the drag version. I will probably be doing the stock version with some customizations to it, you know, as far as like keeping it pretty stock, pretty plain, doing a stock color, probably like, you know, a factory color and, you know, factory wheels and stuff like that, but maybe adding in some details as far as interior details and, you know, engine wiring and plumbing, and I may be cutting open the trunk as well and putting some details inside of there. So it's not going to be a wild custom, but it's probably going to be you know, just a custom, if there is such a thing as a custom box stock, that's what it's going to be. So anyway, let me go ahead and show you guys what's inside of the kit and show you that I have not started anything and it's a completely brand new kit. Alright, I'm going to show you guys some of the options that the kit comes with on the side of the box here. And if you see, here is the stock motor, and then they have the custom street or drag version with the blower and everything. They've got the 3 different options here, kind of. Basically the street and the drag version are pretty much the same exact thing. I don't really know why there's 2 versions. It's the same exact thing, really, just different decals. But I am going to be doing the stock version, and so it's going to look pretty much like that one there. I'm just going to detail it all up real nice. So let me go ahead and open this and show you guys what we have inside. As you can see, I have not opened anything up yet. Everything is still all inside of its bags. All I did was just took the plastic wrapping off of the box. So I am going to open this on camera. Okay. Here is the body, and it looks to be molded pretty well. There's a few mold lines here on the top that will have to be sanded out. They run down the back panel here right next to the trunk, so those will have to be cleaned up. But the rest of it looks pretty good. I don't really see any mold lines running down the front fenders here. Looks like they might run along the inside of the hood area there. And there's also a panel line here on the or the front part of the window there. So, but other than that, it's a really well molded kit, thick plastic. I like that. As you can tell, it has the T-tops, so that's going to be pretty cool. Let's see what else we've got here. Alright, here is, looks like the extra parts for possibly the drag version. Here's the hood with the hole cut. Looks like we have a roll cage, and there's a fire extinguisher there. Here is the stock hood, which I will probably be using that. Seats look real nice, and then here's the front clip right here. And stock air intake. So yeah, everything looks like it's molded pretty good. I don't see really a lot of flash on this stuff. There's the rear bumper, the motor, dash. Looks like there is the interior tub. And yeah, that looks pretty clean as well, I'd have to say. Looks like it's got some nice detail inside of there. And then here's the chassis and suspension parts. One thing I'm seeing here is it looks like the exhaust is connected to the rear axle. I'm not really a big fan of that, so I would probably cut that off of the rear axle, and I may be doing my own, custom exhaust piping, but I probably will cut that off of the rear axle maybe. So that is all of the white parts. Then here is the clear parts. Looks real nice. There's the T-top pieces and everything, so those look really good. Then we have the chrome. Of course, there's all of the custom goodies on there. So, but I won't be using any of those. I'm going to be using these stock rims that are right here. They're just kind of like, almost like a Krager, but more like a billet rim, I guess. But they look real nice, so I'm going to be using those. I don't know if you guys can see that too well. But chrome looks really nice and clean. Don't really see any blemishes or anything, so that's nice. And then we've got the stock tires. Those are cool. Looks like the rears are just a little bit wider than the fronts, so that's nice. And then we have an extra tire. I don't know why we have an extra tire, but we do. There's a... that's different. Looks like we just have a random extra tire in there. Maybe it's for a spare, I'm thinking. That could possibly be what it's for. I'm not sure, but there is just one tire by itself. Well, here's the two slicks, and I won't be using those because I'm not doing a drag version. And then we have the decals. Those look pretty good. I'm definitely going to be using the stock Z28 stripes. I think those will look real nice. And then the instructions. So that is pretty much what I'm going to be doing. Looks like a real nice kit from what I can tell. Doesn't have a lot of parts, but it looks like what it's got is definitely molded well. So should be a really nice kit to do. As far as just things that I'm going to be doing to it, like I said, I probably will cut open the trunk here and do some detail inside of the trunk. Maybe a spare tire or some magazines, or who knows, just some period correct detail back there. Interior will be detailed up real nice, seat belts, things like that. And motor's going to be detailed real good too. So, but that's what I'm going to be doing. Let me know, judges, if this is going to be all good, what I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure it will be, but let me know. And thanks again, Fast Jimmy, for putting on this contest. I really appreciate it. I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be interesting to see what everyone comes up with, and it's going to kind of push creativity a little bit because we're limited to the 70s. So, but I think it's going to be really good, and I'm really excited about it, and I'm really excited what everyone's going to do. I've seen a few entry videos already, and it looks like some of you guys have got some cool kits. So, I'm excited about that. But again, thank you, Jimmy, and thank you, judges, and I will see you guys in my next video.